Welcome the anointed ones. Silence is the womb of greatness. It's where legends are conceived and where the extraordinary is given time to mature. Imagine this. Before a phoenix rises, there's a long, quiet stretch where it sits in ashes, unseen, uncelebrated. This phase isn't glamorous, it's frustrating, even lonely, but what most people don't realize is that every chosen one, every person destined for greatness, goes through this silent stretch. Research actually shows that high achievers often spend years in obscurity, honing their craft, far away from the spotlight. And for the chosen ones, this silence isn't a punishment, it's preparation. Now, before you start thinking, well, I'd like my silence over with, please, just remember, this is the universe's way of saying, enjoy the calm before the storm, because once your name's out there, life will never be the same. At number 1, silence is the arena of mastery. Silence is where mastery is born. When no one's watching, there's a rare freedom to experiment, to fail, to retry, all without the weight of outside judgment. This time allows you to go deeper into your craft, focusing purely on growth, without anyone's expectations pulling you off course. It's where you get to ask yourself, how far can I really push this? How much better can I get? And because there's no applause, you're not doing it for the recognition. You're doing it for something deeper, something raw and real. In silence, you become obsessed with details others overlook. You refine every skill, build every tool, and develop an intuition that can only come from hours, days, months, even years of relentless practice. There's no rush, no competition with anyone but yourself, and you begin to see your work transform into something exceptional. Fame and visibility distract with expectations and demands, but in silence you have nothing but time. You can play with ideas, go down rabbit holes, make mistakes, and learn without the pressure to prove yourself. This quiet period also allows you to build a kind of confidence that can't be shaken by public opinion. You know deep down that you've put in the hours. You know your craft inside out because you've faced it alone, wrestled with it, and perfected it when no one was there to cheer you on. This mastery, born in silence, will set you apart once the world does start watching. By then, you'll be so grounded in your skill that no praise or criticism will pull you off course. Number 2, freedom from expectations. When no one knows your name, you're free in a way most people can't even imagine. Without eyes on you, there's no one expecting you to be a certain way or judging every move you make. You're free to explore, experiment, and take risks without the fear of disappointing anyone. This is a rare window in life when you're allowed to make mistakes that no one will see or remember. You're free from the burden of needing to be perfect or always on, and that freedom is priceless. In this space, you get to define your own standards without outside opinions shaping them. You can pursue what truly excites you, not what others think you should care about. There's no pressure to rush success or prove anything to anyone, and this gives you a kind of clarity and authenticity that's rare. You're not swayed by trends or the noise of others' voices telling you who you should be or how you should act. You have the luxury of going your own way and finding out what actually matters to you, unfiltered. Once fame or recognition arrives, that freedom narrows. Suddenly, people have opinions on who you are, what you should say, and how you should live. Every action becomes a potential headline, and the pressure to maintain an image can pull you away from who you truly are. But right now, in the silence, you don't have to answer to anyone but yourself. You're allowed to stay true to your own path, make discoveries that are just yours, and build a foundation that fame can't shake. This freedom from expectations, from the need to perform, is where your true self gets to breathe and expand. Number 3, the gift of self-discovery. When you're unknown, there's a golden opportunity for self-discovery that fame simply won't allow. Fame, with all its noise and opinions, has a way of telling you who you are, or at least who people think you should be. But in the quiet phase, you get to discover who you are on your own terms. There's no one projecting their ideas or expectations onto you, so you're free to explore every part of yourself, your strengths, your quirks, even your weaknesses without judgment. This is where you get to figure out what truly drives you, what you stand for, and what you want to put out into the world. In this space, you get to confront the hard truths about yourself. Maybe you're not as patient as you thought, or maybe you discover a hidden talent that surprises you. These realizations are priceless because they come from an honest place, without any filters or outside pressure to look good. When you're alone with yourself, you can dig deeper into what really makes you tick, peeling back layers you might not even know were there. This kind of self-awareness gives you an edge, a confidence that isn't easily shaken. By the time recognition does come, you'll have such a solid understanding of who you are that you won't be swayed by what others think or say. You'll know your worth and your direction, and that's a power few people have, especially in the spotlight. Fame might try to reshape you, but because you've done the work in silence, you're anchored. You're clear about who you are and what matters to you, and that clarity will keep you grounded no matter how big the stage gets. Number 4. Building unbreakable focus and discipline. When you're in a quiet phase without fame or recognition, you have a unique chance to build focus and discipline that's almost impossible to achieve when you're constantly in the spotlight. Right now, without distractions pulling at you, you can immerse yourself fully in what you're working on. You get to create a rhythm, building habits and routines that strengthen your ability to concentrate, to push through challenges, and to stay on track even when things get tough. This discipline becomes like muscle memory. It sticks with you, keeping you grounded and focused even when fame eventually tries to throw you off balance. In this space, without anyone watching, you're free to set the pace and intensity of your work. There's no rush to meet deadlines to satisfy others. Instead, you're learning to work because you're committed, not because someone is pressuring you. This kind of focus is powerful because it's fueled by your own drive and dedication, not by the need for approval or applause. Fame often disrupts this by scattering your attention with constant demands for your time and energy. But by building focus now, you'll have an anchor to hold on to when distractions start piling up. Through this discipline, you're not just creating a strong work ethic, you're also developing resilience. You're teaching yourself to stick to the process, no matter how long it takes or how many setbacks you face. This resilience becomes a backbone when fame brings its own pressures and challenges. You won't be easily thrown off course because you've trained yourself to keep going. In silence, you're preparing to handle the future's demands by mastering yourself first, building a level of focus and discipline that few people can match, and that fame can't take away from you. Number 5, the purification of intentions. When you're in that quiet period before fame, something incredible happens. You get the chance to purify your intentions. This is where you confront the real why behind everything you're doing. Without an audience, without applause, without anyone validating your actions, you're left to ask yourself, why am I really doing this? Fame can easily distort your motives, tempting you to chase approval or popularity. But in the silence, with no one watching, it's just you and your raw purpose. This is where honesty comes in. Maybe at first, the thought of fame did excite you. Maybe even the idea of recognition or the perks that come with it. But with no spotlight on you, that superficial motivation fades, and you're forced to dig deeper. Do you want this because it's meaningful to you, or because it sounds good to others? Do you care about the work itself, or are you after the status? The quiet time before fame strips away all the ego-driven reasons until you're left with the pure essence of why you started in the first place. The beauty of this phase is that it makes you unshakable. By the time fame arrives, you'll be so clear on your purpose that no amount of external praise or criticism will sway you. You'll know that your work isn't about impressing others, but about fulfilling something much more personal and profound. When the attention eventually comes, people will sense this authenticity, this genuine connection to what you're doing. And it's powerful. Fame can't give you this level of clarity. It's only found in the quiet, in those moments when you're driven purely by passion, purpose, and an unbreakable sense of self. This purified intention will be the rock that keeps you grounded, no matter how bright the spotlight gets. Number 6, preparation for the shadows fame will cast. In the quiet before fame, You have the gift of time to face parts of yourself that fame would only magnify. Fame doesn't just spotlight your talents and strengths, it also brings your insecurities, fears, and flaws into sharp focus. When everyone is watching, every little thing gets exaggerated, and the parts of yourself you've avoided or kept hidden can quickly become the very things that trip you up. Without preparation, these shadows can overwhelm you. In this silence, you have the chance to dig deep, to look at your own flaws, weaknesses, and past hurts. It's a time to work through the parts of yourself that need healing, to address insecurities that fame might otherwise blow out of proportion. This self-reflection can be uncomfortable and even painful, but it's essential if you want to handle the pressures that fame brings with stability and grace. You're not just building strength, you're building resilience to handle the light and the shadows fame will cast. This inner work also teaches you self-acceptance. Fame often brings outside judgment and criticism, but if you've already accepted your whole self, the good and the bad, you won't be as shaken by what others think. You'll have faced your darkness, embraced it, and learned from it, so the opinions of others won't hold as much power over you. You're preparing to stand fully in your own truth, grounded and secure, no matter how fame tries to pull you in different directions. This quiet time lets you face the shadows before they're ever in the spotlight, giving you control over them rather than letting them control you. Number 7, learning how to protect your energy. In the stillness before fame arrives, you gain invaluable lessons in navigating solitude and protecting your energy. Fame is often a whirlwind of demands and expectations, pulling you in multiple directions at once. You might find yourself overwhelmed by the constant need to engage, perform, and please. But in this quieter phase, you learn to prioritize your well-being and recognize the importance of conserving your energy. This is the time to understand what drains you and what uplifts you. You'll discover which activities, environments, and people leave you feeling exhausted, and which ones replenish your spirit. By exploring solitude, you're giving yourself the chance to recharge without external distractions. This ability to self-reflect helps you clarify your needs and boundaries, essential skills for managing the inevitable chaos of fame. As you learn to protect your energy, you also become more selective about the relationships you cultivate. Not everyone will have your best interests at heart, and fame can attract people who want something from you rather than those who genuinely care. In silence, you develop the discernment to identify who truly deserves your time and energy. You'll recognize the value of surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and contribute positively to your journey, rather than those who drain you or create toxicity. This practice of energy protection prepares you to stand firm when fame tests your limits. When the spotlight is on and everyone wants a piece of you, you'll have the tools to say no and preserve your inner peace. You'll know when to engage and when to step back, ensuring you don't lose yourself in the demands of public life. In essence, this quiet time is an essential training ground for mastering your energy, ensuring that when fame arrives, you're ready to handle it on your own terms without sacrificing your well-being. Number 8, the art of resilience. Silence can often feel like a heavy cloak, isolating and even cruel. It's in these quiet moments when doubt and discomfort creep in that resilience begins to take root. The world may seem still, but within you, a powerful transformation is happening. When you're alone with your thoughts, grappling with fears and uncertainties, you're actually forging a strength that many never develop. It's during these times that you learn to withstand not just your own doubts, but also the external pressures that life throws your way. Resilience isn't built in moments of triumph or when everything is going your way. It's developed in the struggles, in the times you feel like giving up but push through anyway. In silence, you confront the inevitable delays, setbacks, and uncomfortable truths that come with chasing your dreams. This process teaches you how to cope with disappointment and bounce back from failure, laying the groundwork for a mindset that embraces challenges rather than shying away from them. When fame eventually comes, it will bring a fresh set of trials, public scrutiny, criticism, and the pressure to perform consistently. In those moments, the endurance you've cultivated in the silence will act as armor, You'll have the tools to navigate the harsh judgments and setbacks that come with being in the spotlight. You'll know how to stand tall in the face of adversity because you've already faced your own inner demons and emerged stronger. The quiet phase of preparation becomes a vital training ground where you build emotional strength and mental fortitude. Each moment spent wrestling with doubt and discomfort is like adding another layer to your resilience. By the time the world notices you, you'll be equipped to handle not only the applause but also the criticism, ready to face any challenge head-on. This resilience becomes your greatest asset, ensuring you remain grounded and focused, regardless of the chaos that fame might bring. Number 9. Real connections over surface-level adoration. In the absence of fame, you have the unique opportunity to build relationships rooted in authenticity rather than status. When the spotlight isn't shining on you, people are drawn to the real you, the person behind the dream. These connections are born from shared values, interests, and experiences, not from what you can offer in terms of fame or influence. It's a refreshing change from the superficial adoration that often accompanies success, where interactions can feel transactional, driven by what you represent rather than who you are. This quiet phase allows you to cultivate relationships with those who appreciate your essence. You'll find friends who engage with your thoughts, support your passions, and challenge you to grow. These are the people who will celebrate your wins, but are also there to help you navigate your losses, providing a shoulder to lean on when times get tough. When fame arrives, the dynamics of relationships can shift dramatically. Suddenly, everyone wants to be close to you, but you'll realize that many are there for the thrill of being associated with someone known rather than for genuine connection. Having already built a solid foundation of authentic relationships, you'll be equipped to recognize the difference. You'll know who is truly in your corner and who is simply riding the wave of your success. The loyalty and understanding you've cultivated will become your refuge amidst the superficiality that fame often brings. In those chaotic moments when it feels like the world is judging you, you'll have a trusted circle that reminds you of your worth beyond your public persona. This ability to discern real connections from surface-level adoration is invaluable. It helps you maintain a sense of self in a world where opinions can shift like sand. By prioritizing authentic relationships now, you're ensuring that when fame comes knocking, you'll have a network of genuine support that keeps you grounded, reminding you that true connections matter far more than fleeting admiration. Number 10. Developing humility before the ego gets hungry. Fame has a way of inflating the ego, turning even the most humble individuals into caricatures of themselves. It's seductive, promising validation and admiration, but it can also lead you down a path of arrogance if you're not careful. In the silence before fame, however, you have the chance to cultivate genuine humility, an invaluable asset that can serve as your anchor when the whirlwind of recognition begins. This quiet period allows you to reflect on your journey, acknowledge your struggles, and appreciate the people and experiences that have shaped you. You learn that success is often built on a foundation of hard work, sacrifices, and the support of others. By recognizing the collective effort behind your achievements, you ground yourself in the truth that you didn't get here alone. This understanding nurtures humility, reminding you that fame doesn't make you superior. It's merely a byproduct of your dedication and perseverance. As you navigate this silence, you encounter challenges and setbacks that keep you humble. You experience moments of failure and doubt that remind you of your humanity. Instead of letting these moments defeat you, you learn to embrace them as vital parts of growth. This practice teaches you resilience, allowing you to stand tall in your truth without becoming overly attached to your successes or worried about your failures. By the time the world begins to recognize your name, you'll have developed a strong sense of self-awareness that keeps your ego in check. You'll understand that fame is fleeting, and the admiration of the crowd can disappear just as quickly as it appears. With humility as your guide, you'll navigate your public persona with grace, choosing to lift others up rather than stepping on them to rise higher. This foundational humility not only protects your spirit, but also sets you apart in a world where ego often reigns supreme. You'll become a beacon of authenticity, showing that real strength comes not from fame or fortune, but from the ability to stay grounded and true to oneself, regardless of external validation. Number 11, a test of patience and faith. Fame's timeline has its own schedule, one that rarely aligns with your own. In the quiet moments before recognition knocks on your door, you're handed a golden opportunity to test your patience and faith. It's like waiting for a bus that seems to have taken a detour into another dimension. You're standing there, watching the clouds pass by, wondering if you accidentally missed the memo that says, "Fame is coming soon." But here's the catch. Silence can be uncomfortable, and it can make you question if you're even on the right path. This phase challenges you to surrender to the idea that something bigger than yourself is at work. You might feel like a contestant on a game show called Guess When Fame Will Arrive, but the host forgot to tell you the rules. The prize for winning? Patience and unwavering faith in your journey. Fame might tease you with instant gratification, like that friend who always shows up to the party late with the biggest story. But in the silence, you're learning to appreciate the value of delayed rewards. When you're forced to wait, you discover the strength of trusting the process. You learn that just because you can't see immediate results doesn't mean your efforts are in vain. It's like planting a seed and staring at the soil, willing it to sprout, only to realize that it's all part of nature's magic. You come to understand that the best things in life take time to develop, much like a fine wine or that perfect loaf of sourdough bread you swear you're going to bake someday. So, embrace the silence. Think of it as your personal training ground for patience and faith. Every moment spent in quietude is preparing you for the spotlight and all its challenges. When fame does finally arrive, you'll be ready, not just to enjoy the spotlight, but to appreciate the journey that brought you there, delays and all. And hey, when the bus finally arrives, you'll know it's worth the wait. Number 12, mastering the art of moving in silence. Before fame arrives, you have the ultimate advantage, the freedom to work on your dreams without any outside noise. It's like being in a secret lab, concocting your own genius potion while the world remains blissfully unaware. You can strategize, plan, and execute your vision without a single eye on you, which is both liberating and a little bit hilarious. Picture it. You're in your pajamas, brainstorming ideas with a cup of coffee, while everyone else is busy posting selfies on social media. Meanwhile, you're plotting your takeover like a stealthy ninja, quietly building a legacy that will leave them all in awe. This time in silence is where you truly learn the art of moving strategically. It's not just about making noise, it's about making an impact. You get to practice making decisions without the need for applause or validation, which can be a refreshing change from the clamor of public opinion. Who needs a standing ovation when you can work on your craft in peace? You're like a movie director who knows the best scenes are often shot when no one is watching. Just you, your vision, and maybe a slightly bewildered cat as your only audience. Fame will bring eyes and opinions, some supportive, some critical, and some just downright confusing. But in this silence, you're learning how to achieve your goals without needing anyone's approval. You build the confidence to trust your instincts and make bold moves without worrying about how they'll be perceived. Think of it as training for a marathon. You're putting in the miles, perfecting your technique, and getting ready to cross that finish line while everyone else is still trying to find their running shoes. So, embrace this quiet phase as your secret weapon. While the world is busy scrolling through highlights, you're laying the groundwork for something extraordinary. When fame does come knocking, you'll be equipped not just to handle the spotlight, but to shine even brighter because you've mastered the art of moving in silence. And when everyone finally sees what you've been up to, they'll realize they missed the best show in town, your solo performance of Dreams in Progress. As you navigate this silent journey toward fame, remember that each moment spent in quiet preparation is an investment in your future self. The lessons learned during this time are invaluable, equipping you with the resilience, humility, and clarity needed to thrive in the spotlight. By mastering the art of moving in silence, You're not just working on dreams, you're sculpting a legacy that reflects your true essence. When the day comes for you to step into the light, you'll do so with confidence and purpose, armed with the understanding that true success is measured by authenticity, not just accolades. The applause may eventually arrive, but the foundation you've built in silence will anchor you amidst the chaos. So cherish this time of quietude, knowing it's a sacred space for growth, reflection, and discovery. Embrace the journey as a beautiful tapestry woven with patience and faith. When fame finally finds you, you'll be ready to embrace it fully, mindful of the lessons learned and the relationships forged along the way. Your story is unfolding, and when it bursts forth, it will shine brightly, illuminating not just your path, but inspiring others to find their own way. If you've enjoyed this journey into the art of moving in silence and you're ready to embrace your own path to greatness, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our growing community of dreamers and doers who understand that the quiet moments are just as powerful as the loud ones. Let's embark on this adventure together, sharing insights, inspiration, and a few laughs along the way. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. With every video, we'll explore more ways to thrive before the spotlight finds you. And I promise it'll be a fun ride filled with wisdom, humor, and plenty of aha moments. So click that subscribe button and let's make this journey unforgettable together. Your future self will thank you.